Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm really excited about today's video because I feel that 2022 is the year for a lot of travel. I've put together some tips, some hacks, some useful and helpful and also very important information to keep in mind as we plan our holidays this year because a lot of things have changed post-COVID. Before we get into the video, I want to welcome anyone who has just subscribed to my channel, or if this is your first video, I hope you enjoy this content. Don't forget to give this video a like, leave me a comment below, and before this video ends, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn your notifications on. Alright, let's get into the video. The first thing to keep in mind is that if you're going overseas this year, now is the time to check your passports, make sure they're not expiring in 2022 and get that renewed and don't leave that till the last minute. Along with that, check if the country that you're traveling to has certain requirements post-COVID. I find that by checking in with a travel agent, they'll make sure we tick off all of the important details that need to be sorted. So before you go ahead and try to book that ticket by yourself, I highly recommend that you connect with a travel agent in your city and just have a quick rundown of all the things that you need to sort out before you board that flight. Number 3. Any trip that my family plans, I always write up a list. That way I can just write everything down that needs to go into the checked-in luggage or our carry bags or certain things that our kids need, and then as I pack, I just cross off the list, and that way I don't have to keep unpacking my suitcase and repacking it. So I highly recommend to write a list, especially since it's been a couple of years that a lot of us have either traveled overseas and planned a holiday. If you are planning a holiday this year, write a list. If you have younger children traveling, make sure you go prepared with activity kits and entertainment planned. For all of these years, as I've been traveling with our kids overseas, the one thing that I always shop for prior to our trip out of New Zealand are some activity kits. So I pop these in their backpack or in my carry-on luggage, and then once we board the plane, that's when I give it to them. I don't reveal the activity kits prior to our journey because I wanted to keep it exciting. These activity kits are great when you are standing in a long check-in queue, or if you're killing time during transit, and you want to keep your kids entertained and sitting in one place. These activity kits are handy. Also, if there are certain shows that your kids like and you're not sure if it'll be part of the TV list on the plane, make sure you download that prior to leaving the house to get to the airport so you're set and ready. Along with sorting out activity kits and entertainment for our kids while we go on a holiday, the one thing that I also do is I pack snack bags. So how do you do these? All you need is a large Ziploc bag, and then I fill it up with the things that our kids love. So you can add in juice box, crackers, chips, biscuits. Sometimes I even add in some treats like candy or a lollipop, which they may not get normally, and I make this little pack exciting. And so these are great for airport waiting times, or if you're going on a road trip just 30 minutes into our trip, I'll just give them a bag each and then they'll be snacking away. It's always great to be prepared because you'll never know when your kids get hungry, and it's always nice to just fill their tummies right before you board the plane as well. So if you're a parent out there planning a trip, add this to your list. This will be of huge help to you, and also your kids will really appreciate the thought that you put into putting a little snack pack for them. If you're traveling on a plane and your ticket includes meals, make sure that when you're booking the ticket, your children have kids' meals included as part of their ticket. The reason is because kids' meals are served first, and also I found that kids' meals are a lot more fun and exciting than the adults' meals. So don't forget that. If you're planning an overseas trip or if you're planning a long plane journey, do check your kids' tickets. Instead of packing large containers of body wash, shampoo, conditioner, or any other personal hygiene products, go to the store and grab these travel-size containers. You can pop in your shampoo, conditioner, body wash. You can put in some body cream or hand cream or anything that you want to put in really, and then pop it into your luggage. This will save you a lot of space and luggage weight as well. And while you're doing this, make sure to also pop in some sunscreen. If you're having those travel size containers, you can do that. Don't forget your multivitamins and pain medication. Also, if you have children traveling, don't forget any of their medication as well, especially ones for cold and flu. And don't forget a thermometer. You can also grab a travel size first aid kit and pop it into your carry-on or checked in. The one thing that I do before we travel anywhere is to get our chemist or our GP to dispense out Emol or Panadol, kids Panadol, into 100 ml bottles, and then I put that 100 ml of Panadol plus a syringe into a Ziploc bag, and I have it in my carry-on. Anytime I'm traveling, that's always in my purse because you'll never know when you need it. Along with that, I also make sure I carry some Panadol for myself, some throat lozenges because you'll need that these days. So don't forget, just because you're on holiday doesn't mean we need to forget taking our multivitamins. That's really important. While packing my multivitamins and supplements, instead of taking all of those containers with me on holiday, I grab one of these pill dispensers and I just put in the right amount that I need every day. I also take a few days prior to going on holiday to get our home sorted, because let's be honest, the last thing that I want to do after getting back from a holiday is to clean the house. So here's what I do every single time we go away. The first thing is I do the laundry. So if you walk through my house the night before we are traveling, all of the laundry baskets will be empty. I also make sure I vacuum, I mop the floors, I pretty much reset the entire house. I change our bedding as well because when I come back, I want everything to be clean. Then moving on to the kitchen, I make sure everything is fully wiped down. I check the fridge and I pull out anything that needs to be eaten right away, so I get that sorted. If there are a few things that can be frozen, I move that to the freezer. I also prep a few family-friendly meals like a pasta bake, a shepherd's pie, maybe a curry, and I freeze it. So if I'm going away for a short holiday, when I return back, all I need to do is go to the freezer and pull out a meal for our first meal back home. Post-COVID, there are certain essentials that we always need to have in our purse or our backpack. So don't forget your hand sanitizers. I also have these Dettol hand wipes, which are really handy, especially if you have children. And also even before COVID, since we always would travel overseas, the one thing that I always had was Dettol disinfectant wipes. Before the family got to sit down in the allocated seats on the plane, I went ahead of them and I would wipe down the seats, the seat belt, the food tray, and I would go out all crazy. I probably looked crazy because I would wipe down, the hand rest, the window, pretty much every area that I thought my kids would touch. And I often found that like the food tray was really dirty, and we would be thinking that we're getting into a clean and disinfected plane. So even before COVID, I was doing that. So you can imagine how much more I'll be doing it. So I always make sure I've got hand sanitizer, I've got the hand wipes, I've got the Dettol surface sanitizer wipes, so you can always pop that into your handbag, wipe everything down. Like for example, if you're using a high chair at a restaurant, wipe that down before popping your kid in. I also carry disposable face masks when we travel, so make sure you get kids and adult size disposable face masks so you're always protecting yourself. I know a lot of countries are dropping all of those requirements, so make sure as you're traveling to plan all of that in so you keep yourself and your family safe and you can enjoy your holiday. Let's get into packing. I think over the years I've perfected the art of packing for our trips. When the kids were younger, we had so many things to keep in mind, like their nappies and nappy wipes, and we had to pack their baby food. But now that as they're getting older, there are less and less things that I need to pack, which has been great. So there are a few ways that you can do it. The first one is, of course, the Marie Kondo style. There's so many helpful videos just right here on YouTube, so I'll show you what I do. The second style of packing is I just buy these travel bags. So as you can see here, it's just a mesh on top and it comes in a pack of 3, might be 4 or more. I bought these from a store called Briscoe's here in New Zealand. You can find them online, like on Amazon or any other store probably as well. I invested into these packs a few years ago and they've lasted really well for all of our local traveling in the last couple of years. So what I do with these pack of 3 is this. So in the large one, I might put in dresses, tops, or hoodies or anything bulky. So I just fold it up really nice and tight and pop it in there. The smallest bags, I might put socks and undies. Another one, I'll just put pants and shorts. So if we reach our holiday destination, I just pop these out by their bedside and our kids know exactly what they need to pull out. When you're returning back from your holiday and you find that your shoes are really muddy, grab the shower cap in your hotel or holiday home toilets and then you can just wrap it up, and this is how you do it. While packing for children, don't forget to pack extra undies and socks. You never want to be caught out with not having enough for your children. I have a rule in our house where you have 2 undies per day, sometimes even 2 pairs of socks per day, because you can never predict what our kids get up to or what we might get up to while on holiday. Finally, once it's all done and ready and your luggages are packed and your home is ready, make sure that you have fun and relax while you go away on holiday. Get to the airport early, grab a coffee, and relax while you wait to board the plane. I hope you found this video useful. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a like. Let me know in the comment section below if you have other helpful tips that I can use or anyone else watching this video can use. I also would love it if you share this video link on your personal social media as well, because I think there are so many people traveling at the moment and I feel that these reminders and tips might be helpful to anyone planning a holiday in 2022. Alright guys, I look forward to seeing you next week with a brand new video. Bye everybody!